Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline. Welcome to the pipeline, y'all. Where we do more audio than visuals. Shout out to my new subs this morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm gonna just keep y'all up. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much this morning, cause I know any minute, baby pipeline will be getting up. I missed Women's Day. I missed National Women's Day, y'all. And I'ma tell you, for me, Women's Day was so beautiful. I spent it with my kids, of course. And Baby Pipeline sung me to sleep, y'all. She sung me to sleep on Women's Day. It was so nice. It was so beautiful. But times like that, it on like days like that, because women, we know we do have our days. We have Valentine's Day, we have Mother's Day. We do get celebrated in a lot of different ways. But National Women's Day was the day for all women. All women to hold their head up high. Regardless of what circumstances, the situation, it was our day. It was beautiful. I was upset I could not get to the pipeline on Women's Day. So Women's Day was beautiful for me. I hope all the other women had a beautiful Women's Day as well. So, y'all, but it's just, to me, women, we are some of the most powerfulest beings on the planet. We really are. And a lot of us don't get the credit that we deserve. So I'm most definitely here to give it to the ladies. I'm late. Y'all know I'll be late. Don't do not nail me to the cross. Salute to the women. Salute to the women. So listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about Tory Lane new video he just dropped, right? Tory Lane just dropped a video about almost less than 24 hours ago. When I watched it in the middle of the night, because I get up, y'all. Y'all know me. I don't go to bed till late. I wake up every morning early every morning. So most of the time, my days consist of getting up between like 3 and 5 a.m. I would say those are my most consistent hours, because I still have to do work. I still have to get myself together before the kids got to get out for school and yada yada. So I'm always getting up between 3 and 5 a.m. So I'm able to like have my little downtime, right? My little mommy time, my little personal time. So some people have time like on weekends, that's their quality time for themselves or whatever. For me, my quality time is always in the middle of the night. I do my best thinking, finish all my work projects. I do a lot of virtual meetings between those hours, depending on what state the next person I'm doing business with is in. So it always causes me to be up in the middle of the night. However, right, I'm sitting up and I'm listening to Tory Lane's new video. It's called No Cap. When I tell y'all Tory Lanez is one of the most underrated, let's not forget independent. He's most definitely is one of the most underrated independent artists that always keep his foot. When he was tied up with the labels, we heard from Tory and stuff, but it was like kind of hard for us to really get his music, I think, the way we wanted to, because of restrictions with the label. Right? Sometimes they can't do this, they can't do that, they can't drop albums. It was a lot of restrictions. But since he's been a free agent and on this independent thing, we got to give it to him. The music and the talent is at a high with Tory Lanez. So shout out to Tory Lanez. But hold on, we ain't gonna move too fast just yet, because we can't sit up here and act like the whole world is not trying to figure out if he allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion or not. So I want to talk about it. We got to talk about this, right? So if you listen to some of the music in the song he just dropped called No Cap, right? Is it called, I want to say it's called cap or no cap. I want to say it's no cap though. It's no cap. So he instantly goes to, oh, bees trying to bring me down. These bees trying to ruin my career. And then he hit a line where he was privileged to have sex with two best friends, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, so was he allegedly having a sexual affair with not only Megan, but allegedly her best friend? Right? The best friend, Chelsea, her and Megan has fell out pretty much behind Tory Lanez. The shooting played a part, and also I think they both was having sex with him. I really do. Because if you listen to the lyrics of the song, it's like, who else could he be talking about? These bees trying to ruin me. These bees trying to ruin my career. Is he talking about Megan and her best friend trying to ruin him? Or is he talking about just Megan? And obviously he talking about a female, because why would he say bees in his hook? Why would he say what he said in the hook if he wasn't talking about Megan? So I want to go down memory lane with what happened with the whole shooting incident. Because first of all, since we speaking on Women's Day, right? We speaking on Women's Day. What causes a man to shoot a woman? What causes a man to shoot a woman? And what causes a woman, right? What causes a woman not to report the shooting, right? Because Megan said, I didn't report him to the police at the time because our black men is already going through too much. I don't want to, with the police injustice that's going on, we losing a lot of black men. So I didn't want to press charges on him, and I didn't want to turn him in, because it was real secretive. Let's be honest. When it first happened and she got shot, it was secretive on who shot her. Until later on down the line, she revealed that it was allegedly Tory Lanez who shot her. So my question is this. Listen, it is not even a question. I'm not hiding that from a police situation. I'm sorry. Is it snitching when you have to protect your life? Because people say, oh, this ratting. Megan is a rat. She a snitch. She told on Tory Lanez this and that. Why wouldn't you tell authorities if you got shot? What is the whole cover up? Me personally, I'm not covering up for nobody that's busting and blasting at me. Keep in mind, I am a woman who have been shot at multiple times. Right? So I never felt like I'm gonna cover up for this person who just shot at me. I'm gonna cover up for this person who just tried to take out my family, my entourage. Who gonna cover up for that? So we have to question Megan. We have to. If he really shot you allegedly, why not make it public like it was? Why not go to the media? Why not make us feel as a people, right? As a whole, because this is public information. What woman gets shot in the industry and we don't know nothing about it? Tory Lanez never got arrested. He didn't go to jail. Nothing. We didn't see really too much footage. Only thing we really seen was her when the police had her get out the car. So I just need to know. I'm unbiased with the situation. I'm not saying it's Tory's fault. I'm not saying it's Megan's fault. What I'm saying is we need to know the truth on if he shot her or if he did it. Because it seemed like it's just too many. It's leaving us in limbo, which now is making people question Megan's credibility with the story. Because as a woman, if she got shot, the world most definitely needs to take up for her. As a black woman getting shot by another man, that's serious. That's nothing to play with. This whole story is nothing to play with. When it comes to gun violence, this is very serious. But my thing is, why Tory never went to jail if he shot her? And another thing we need to know is what happened inside that SUV. What happened inside of that SUV which made him allegedly shoot her? It had to be some serious stuff going on in the car. So I don't know. The people that was in the car allegedly was supposed to have been Megan, Tory, the best friend Chelsea, and Kylie Jenner. I guess these are the 4 people who were supposed to have been in this vehicle. So we hear the story after, I guess, before this incident took place or however, at the little party they was at, the house party, I don't know if it was at Kylie's house. I want to say it was at Kylie's house, the pool party, right? So allegedly they said that Tory and Kylie was allegedly doing sexual things in the pool, right? We don't know exactly what sexual things was going on because a lot of people, it's a lot of stories floating around. It's a lot of stories floating around, but we need to get to the truth and to the bottom of what happened because now I feel like Megan is not looking credible. And it's sad to say. It's sad to say because as women and as a whole, we want to be able to sympathize with her. We want to be able to say, wait a minute, this is not right. Tory Lanez, you need to go to jail if you shot her, or you need to, be held accountable for your actions if you did shoot her. But Megan got too many different stories. It's too many. I don't know if her legal team is advising her not to, say too much on it, which we quite sure of that. But if that's the case, she came out and said that he shot her. First, it was, I'm not turning no black man in. It's our black men, we losing too many of them. I'ma just keep it, under the wraps, this and that and the other. Well, I guess when Tory Lanez went and worked with the baby and did the song with the baby, then Megan comes out and say, matter of fact, all gloves off, Tory Lanez is the one who shot me. So then after that, we didn't really see too much of like hospital images, her in surgery. I mean, if you got shot 3 times, this requires surgery. We didn't really get to see it's just too confusing for me, y'all. And I'm just here to say this. I'm not here to pick a side, I really just want to know the truth so we can root in the right direction. We can cheer in the right direction. Because at the same time, we cannot act like it didn't happen. And we most definitely cannot just say, Tory Lanez is innocent or guilty, but we see that in his music, he's constantly doing interviews, and not interviews, but when he do his little Instagram lives and stuff, when he talk to his fans and whatnot, he constantly is declaring his innocence. Like, I did not shoot her. Was it a BB gun? Was it a pellet gun? My thing is, what happened in that car, in the SUV, which made him even... What happened where a weapon even had to get involved? What happened in that vehicle where altercation took place? What could have possibly happened where he felt the need to pull out a weapon? Right? Because that's serious, right? Everybody have their small confrontations. A lot of us have been in many physical altercations. But to get to a point where you literally have to grab a gun or a weapon to defend yourself. And let's be clear, it was a car full of girls. He was the only guy. He was the only guy in the vehicle. So did she get shot allegedly in the vehicle, or did the shooting take place at the party and at the pool party and they was on their way to take her to the hospital? And could that be the reason why the SUV got pulled over and the whole world witnessed Megan getting out of the SUV, not being treated as a victim? I don't believe the way the footage that we seen the world, it don't seem like the police was treating her as a victim, which is sad to me, because if she was shot, y'all see how they made her walk slow, get out the car. They had the guns out. She had her hands up, allegedly with no shoes on. We seen the video. Why is a victim being treated in such a manner if this girl was allegedly shot 3 times? Where did it happen at? I think there's still too many unanswered questions for us to just throw Megan under the bus. And I think it's still, we don't have enough information to actually throw Tory under the bus. It's just it's not enough evidence to me in this whole situation to say Megan is lying or Tory is lying. But what we do know, something has happened, and it's a lot of things that they trying to keep covered up, which I think is crazy. And that makes it seem like this whole story is bullshit, because it's like, Come on, man. Anybody get shot, we gonna see it all. Like, oh, they in jail. Oh, he shot her 3 times. But then which makes us think, was her and Tory really in an official relationship where she was in love with him and really didn't want to turn him in? It's a lot of women that go under. See, y'all, I told y'all baby pipeline was gonna wake up. I told y'all. But listen, it's a lot of women that's in these and I'm not saying Megan was in a domestic violence situation. Come here. Good morning. Come here. Good morning. You said what? What's wrong? She what? She keep jumping on you? Okay, I'm gonna tell her to stop. So to me, it's like, it's a lot of women that's in domestic violence situations and choose to cover up and take up for the abuser. Could that, because we all know Megan is a drunk. I'm sorry. We love Megan. She's a black woman, but she's a drunk. And we know what toxic behavior comes with alcoholism. We all know this. So could it possibly been they both been going through, had a toxic situation going on, and under the influence of alcoholism, things went left? Did he allegedly have sexual thing going on with the Kylie Jenner at the party? Like, what happened? Was it about money? What happened to where he allegedly had to pull out a firearm and shoot her? Y'all, so that's just something we're going to talk about. I really can't continue to go any further. I can, but I got my baby sitting in my lap, y'all, and certain things, y'all know I don't like to talk about around her. So we are going to finish part 2. We are going to finish part 2 of this situation probably later on this evening, because it's Sunday. I really don't have too much going on today, but some housework and little stuff. So y'all think about all of this, because when I heard the song No Cap that he just dropped today, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fire. You cannot take the talent from Tory. You can't take the talent from him. The song is most definitely a banger. I think Tory Lanez is releasing some of his best music yet since he has been independent. He dropped a lot of gems and subliminals in the new song No Cap. And I think it's either the trial is approaching with him and Megan, or what's going on, or him working with, people she don't like. And then he said that Megan ex dude, what was his name? Fontaine or whatever her ex dude was. Like, oh, he only gave you this for your birthday because he broke. And it was crazy. So everybody know who he's talking about in the song. Even though he talked about some other stuff too. He just didn't talk about the situation with Megan. But he talked about some other things and also with them subliminals, you like, come on, we already know what you talking about. But then he goes after her like, oh, B's this, and, calling her out her name, and you trying to ruin me, and it's not going to happen. First of all, this is what I want to know. First of all, how is she even trying to ruin you when you the one who pulled out the firearm and allegedly shot her? So how is she trying to ruin you when your actions? This is the part I talk about with people not wanting to be held accountable for their own actions. First of all, she's not trying to ruin you. You actually putting yourself in. Same thing with the baby. They put themselves in these situations, a lot of these artists, and then try to play the blame game when they have to be held accountable for their own actions. First of all, Tory, it was unnecessary for you to have to even pull out the weapon and shoot her, allegedly. Or whatever kind of gun it was, pellet gun, whatever. The word is the girl was shot 3 times. So come on. How is she trying to ruin you by also having to protect herself? This stuff is not okay. Domestic violence is not okay at all. I don't condone it on either side, male or females. It is not acceptable. And if he did shoot her, he need to be held accountable for it. So I think I need more receipts, and we need more evidence before we could just say, throw Megan under the bus or throw him under the bus. But somebody is going to jail, or there's going to be some consequences for this. It most definitely is. And now, and my thing is, I wish she wouldn't have never came out with what she came out with when it first happened. Because if she probably just would have stayed silent, a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to say what they saying now. But then as a victim, it's like, okay, if I don't say nothing, then the whole world gonna be against me. Then if I do say something, it's still gonna be a problem. So it's like, it seemed like the girl can't win for losing. She can. But sometimes, y'all, I'm going to be honest, things happen in our lives for us to sometimes change our lives, better our lives, or make better decisions in our lives. Because this situation, right, regardless of how the world may feel about Megan Thee Stallion, this situation will always haunt her for the rest of her life. This is a woman who never has been shot before. Just put yourself in her shoes for a second. With your whole world being in a camera and a lens, everybody have to watch your every move. She never been shot before. And for a person who has never been shot before, we say this all the time about these artists and these rappers who play like they got all these bodies and they act like they just got all these ops and stuff like that. But until real life situations happen, we see the aftermath that a lot of them go through. We see the after effect that these situations become very traumatizing to the artists. We see it every day in the music industry. We see this every day. So it's like, why? You want to get down? Y'all, so listen, it'd be a trip. Look, these kids is something else. So listen, it's like crazy to me that the world is really not on Megan's side as a black woman. And I'm not saying just take up for her because she's a black woman. I'm saying stand for what's right in domestic violence situation. If she was shot, we need more proof. We need to see some more evidence in this case. But every time we look up, Tory is constantly throwing subliminals. And I think that's all it causes Megan to react and say the things that she's doing. I think both of them have been told legally by their legal teams, leave it alone, don't speak on it. It's going to trial, we're going through court proceedings, whatever. But however, people have emotions. You cannot just keep dropping music and disrespecting me and saying I'm lying. Both of them feel the same way. You trying to ruin me, Megan feel like you lying and saying you didn't shoot me when you know you shot me. Tory Lanez, on the other hand, is saying, hey, you trying to ruin me. I didn't shoot you. Quit lying on me. So it's still a he say, she say kind of thing that we dealing with here. I want to know what happened, and I'm going back to the beginning. I'm going back to the beginning with this story so we could put our own damn conclusion together because we tired of the lies on both ends. It seems like he's lying about stuff. It seems like she's lying about stuff. And like I said, I'm not here to be biased. We here to find out the truth. If she lied on this man, I think she will lose a lot of the people. I believe she will lose. I think she will lose a lot of fans. I think she will lose a lot of the people. And also as black women, this situation will also make black women, to me, look worse than what we already look because they constantly always trying to say black women ain't this. You can't have nothing with black women. Don't get with a black woman. Black woman will cause you to lose everything. They constantly trying to deep. They always trying to defamate our characters when black women are some of the strongest women who run the world. Black women, most of black women are more successful than their spouses. More black women raise children more than any race we have ever seen before. Better, I would say. Black women, every race, handle their business a certain type of way. But however, when it comes to the black woman, we cannot be undefeated. We undefeated. We undefeated as much as they try to always throw us under the bus. But if she lied on him, it most definitely will have us looking more crazy than what we already look. It's sad that these celebrities hold so much power. They hold so much power over everyday, regular working people that we get judged off of these celebrities' actions, right? if Tory Lanez did shoot her, right? Because we still talking about a black man and a black woman. If he did shoot her, this is going to be bad also for, I wouldn't say all black men. It's not going to be all black men, but I'm talking about the stigmas that come with the culture of these celebrity actions that they try to put on everyday black relationships and everyday black people, and then will try to put us in these situations like as if it was our fault. Like, oh, black women can't be trusted. Black men, they dangerous. Black men do this. It's like, I get so tired of the double standard. But we got to hold both of them accountable for their actions and whatever happened. So we got to go back down memory lane in order for this whole situation to make sense. What the hell happened at the pool party? What happened in that SUV? What happened to where he allegedly had to pull out this firearm and shoot this lady? So y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all, I'm going to get back to doing what I do around here because it's crazy. It's crazy already this morning. So hit the like button for me. Feel free to hit the subscribe notification. If you could do that, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Until next time, man, I'm out of here.